Shooing! Guys having a good time with that Wayne's World shit, right? Fucking Wayne's World. Yeah. Shit is funny at my expense. But Wayne, let me correct you. Didn't Wayne had the hat and hair, but no glasses, and Garth had the glasses. So I guess I'm a combination of both of them, right? Party on, party on, party on. Marcus Conti reporting. So, September 13, right? Big day in New York. Pow, this is New York politics. Gonna see a small, medium-sized kabang. Power grab, right? What's the power grab all about? I don't know. I'll tell you about it. Let me tell you what it is. Well, somebody asked what statue that is right there. That's Verrazano, because of the Verrazano Bridge. That's what the plaque says. So the election, this selection process, right? In New York, it's a little different. The primary for the Democrats hasn't happened yet. They push it back as far as they possibly can to manipulate the shit, right? And so on September 13, the New York voters will go to the poll and cast a ballot for either Cynthia Nixon, the pink pussy hat wearing liberal from the left, is going to challenge the corporatist Democrat Andrew Cuomo, the sitting governor. And I mean, this is just for shits and giggles. I know a lot of people are outside of the city, but you're going to see a little bit of a kabang, I'm predicting. Right? Because why? All right, the first thing that we notice is that September 13 falls between the two Jewish holidays of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Now, in New York, the Jewish vote is huge. Huge. It's not only the Jewish vote, but Jewish consent. So, anything anti-Israel whatsoever could cost you the consent in New York. See, the election's already rigged. Cuomo wins. That's already decided. And on the Attorney General side, there's a candidate. Her name is Letitia James. She's in the pocket with Cuomo, so she'll have successfully replaced Eric Schneiderman. See, this is the power grab, right? Right? This is the power grab. What you're going to see in New York, it's just fun to watch, right? But you can expect, well, okay, so 9/11, right? The big event, 9/11, is going to draws the usual media frenzy every year. And 2 days later, they do the power grab where they reappoint the incumbent and they stick the corporatist in there as the attorney general, so Wall Street is safe. See, there's no way, when hell freezes over, two lunatic left liberals will take over New York politics. It ain't going to happen. Cuomo and James, as opposed to Nixon and Zephyr Teachout, right? So, who's actually winning the consent? In my view, I think Zephyr Teachout is wildly popular in New York, and so is Cynthia Nixon of Sex and the City fame, famous person, right? Can a celebrity win in an election? Of course, celebrity can win. So, what to expect? All right, so they're going to try to tarnish Nixon as it's going to be a media blackout, but you're going to see a mild blip, some kind of little, I predict a slight, terrorist attack, boom, and it throws Cuomo into the spotlight. Andrew, a chance to talk about how pro-Israel he is, and how pro-crime, and how he's done such a wonderful job for the people. But that's the smokescreen. The real shit is that he's in the pocket with Wall Street, and they like him, and they're going to keep him there until he fucking either dies or he runs out of time, right? So, the idea of a Cynthia Nixon governor of New York is a pipe dream, lefties. Get over yourselves. It's not going to happen, right? That's already decided. But what is interesting, because they're so greedy and so, fucked up, that they're going to take out a little bit of an insurance marker. A little pow, a little boom, ba-bing, ba-bang. Somebody gets run over, a little bomb goes off, pseudo bomb. Some kind of fake fucking, false fucking fucker. thing goes off, right? And they're gonna, they'll now the strength of Nixon is that she's married to a Jewish man and has 2 Jewish children. He loves the Jew. Now you can start the thread. Conti's anti-Semitic. You guys are fucking crazy, man. Get your heads out your asses. So, Cynthia Nixon, who do I like? I like Cynthia Nixon. I think that she's, universal single-payer health care. Oh, my God. She's, delete college student loans. She's for getting money out of politics. She's really... You think they're gonna let that shit? You think they're gonna let the fucking pink pussy hat in the gubernatorial office and manage Wall Street? Remember where you are. I'll give you an analogy. One analogy. I used to play music in the city, and in CBGBs, of course you've heard of CBGBs, right? When you would play in CBGBs, there was a sign in the locker room, and it said, "Out of towners, remember where you are." There's such fucking wisdom spray painted on the walls of CBGBs. As if to say, this is New York, So the idea that someone's going to come in and sweep that election is ridiculous. So expect a slight, small to medium size false flag, and you're going to see Cuomo step to the limelight, step out in front of the crowd, and the hero, and you'll see a genuine media blackout. They won't say Cynthia Nixon's name now until the end, until after it's over. What else? So, I mean, this is big picture stuff too, because this is how it works, right? It's a 1, 2, 3 punch, ball kick, kick from behind, fucking kneecap. That's how the elections are stolen, right? And to my Trump people, the people that still believe that it's voter fraud. The Mexicans are coming in to vote. 25 Mexicans were rounded up to vote. Oh my God, they caught them. That's not how elections are stolen. It's not 25 guys on a bus that swing an election. It's the guys that count the votes. That's called election fraud. You're talking about voter fraud, right? That's the default term to prevent you from your full right to vote, right? That's called voter suppression. The establishment loves voter fraud, but when you talk about election fraud, that's telling them, that's calling them out. They purge 200,000 votes. They shut down the polls. They take the paper ballots and throw them in the garbage before a recount. That's election fraud, right? So that's what we're up against. And in New York, all the machines are all controlled by the Democratic Party. So the idea of a free and fair election is ridiculous. Which brings me to my final point, is that what we are up against is free and fair elections that we no longer have in this country. See, the people believe and know and understand what is right for the people. But for some bizarre reason, 90% of it gets lost in the shuffle somehow, right? Right? Only 10% of what the people want gets heard in Washington, and 90% of it satisfies the corporate oligarchy, the monopoly. So, I don't know, just for a heads up, if you're new to politics, I know you guys got your heads down the rabbit hole most of the time. I like it, it's fun. But the real shit, if you really want change, start paying attention. How do you rather than calling out minor corruption, go after the big take. The big take is seize power in Congress. 535. Marcus Conti reporting. Oh, while you're here, buy some stickers. They're fucking beautiful, man. You're gonna love them. Peace.